posted in a while, but I decided that I wanted to start doing more vlogging and talking about things that I've been experiencing since going through this whole spiritual awakening process. And I call it spiritual awakening because I feel more connected to God, source, myself than I've ever been in my life. And I am waking up to a lot of things that I haven't been aware of before. So, this video I want to talk about fasting and my experience with fasting. So I've been fasting for about, maybe I would say this year I started, and this is my third time doing it. And I usually do it for 5 days. 5 days without food, just water, just juices, no food at all. This past time that I did it, I did 5 days. On the fifth day, I actually started eating on the fifth day. Before, I was doing 5 days, and on the sixth day, I would eat. But this time, I did it on the fifth day. Overall, it was a good experience because it just, I feel accomplished. I feel disciplined. And I would say that's the number one thing that it's been helping me do it's been helping me with discipline. And discipline is so important because it just helps you get things accomplished, right? It helps you stick to your goals and what you want. So some of my reasons for fasting that I want to share with you. My first reason for fasting, I wanted to lose weight. I didn't really like the size of my body, and I know a lot of us are body conscious, even though other people may look at us and be like, you're fine, you're perfect, right? But a lot of us are body conscious, and I wanted to lose weight. So that was my one reason for doing it. Two, I wanted to change my relationship with food because I was so used to eating a certain way. Now, mind you, I've been vegetarian, vegan for the past year. And what I mean by that is that I would still dabble into dairy. Like, I would still eat cheese and I would still eat eggs, right? So now I've made a change. Instead of getting eggs, I try just egg, which I'm still getting adjusted to. And for my vegan cheese, for my regular cheese, I swapped it out for vegan cheese, which is, I really love it. The first one I tried, I didn't really like it, but the second one, I think they redid their recipe, and it's really, really good. I get it from Whole Foods. The butter, I swapped it out for plant-based butter. So a lot of the things that I'm eating now, I'm swapping out for plant-based foods, alternatives. So that's my second reason. I want to change my relationship with food. And a lot of times we eat out of enjoyment, and we eat out of boredom and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted just to change my relationship with food, why I eat, why I eat, how much I eat, when do I eat. So that was my second reason. My third reason was because I wanted to really just give my body a break, and I wanted to detox my body, and I wanted to have more energy. Because certain foods, as you know, will kind of bring down your energy if you eat it over time, or, even if you eat it and you realize 30 minutes later, an hour later, you're sluggish. So I really wanted to change that as well. I wanted to change that. I wanted more energy. And it also helps. It's really good with meditation, and it helps you really connect deeper into yourself. So those are some wonderful benefits. It really is changing my pattern, and that is something that I really wanted to do, because before it would be hard to turn down certain foods, as opposed to this is my third time fasting, and now it's not as hard to turn down certain foods. I'll give you an example. I was at a Halloween party the other day, and a friend had, they had cheese dip and nachos, chanto chips, which I love dips and chips. I love spinach dip. So, but it had cheese in it, and I said no. And it was hard to say no. Usually it's hard to say no, right? You really want it. But I made the conscious choice to say no. And that is so empowering when you can do something for yourself like that. And a lot of people might find it like, oh, that's easy, you know. Well, a lot of people have battle a lot of things that you may not even think is a battle for them internally. Like, we all have our own battles. And for me, socially eating, I could, that, or like socially drinking, like you do it just because it's just a social thing, right? How many times you go out, you say, well, I don't drink, but socially you'll drink. Or I don't smoke, but socially, when you're around people, you'll smoke. So being out socially with people and they're like, oh, do you want some cheese dip? I was like, oh, but I said no, and I had to discipline myself, and it really felt good and it felt empowering. So fasting is something that I enjoy doing, and I'm not saying that it's fun going without eating for 5 days, but the discipline that you gain and the mental that you gain, you know what I'm saying, and the physical, and just the confidence that you gain, that you know that you can be that disciplined, is the benefits are awesome. It really is. So, and it is all a mental thing. I want to say that it's a mental thing. Fasting, it's a mental thing, but it's not hard. It's just mental, right? But mental, I mean, everything is mental. It could be hard mentally, but if you just let go, it gets easier the more that you do it, and your body reacts to it. Because for me, this being my third time, my body wasn't as hungry. I'm sorry. My body wasn't as hungry. After the first couple of days, it just felt normal. Like my body already knew the routine that I was doing. But yeah, I really enjoy fasting. It's very helpful for me physically and mentally. If this is something that you want to do, take it serious. You can start off with maybe just 24 hours. If that's, maybe it seems too much, maybe you want to start off with half a day, do some intermediate fasting. If you don't know what that is, you can look that up. It's when you fast between certain hours of a day, certain period. But it's very helpful. It's very, very beneficial to your physical and your mental. And I definitely recommend it. If anybody is looking to try it, definitely do your research on it. Stay hydrated. Yeah. That's all I have for you today. That's my experience. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.